Have you ever heard the saying, "Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm"? It's a powerful reminder rooted in ancient Stoic principles, to be seen as kind, always as the one who gives. Many have twisted the noble act of kindness into self-destruction. But what is the price? The truth is that excessive kindness, when it drains your resources, energy and well-being, is not a virtue, but a path to ruin. Many have lost their way by giving so much of themselves that they feel empty. Kindness is invaluable, but kindness to oneself is equally crucial. It teaches us the art of balanced generosity, ensuring that our actions enrich and protect our own well-being. In this video, we'll reveal how Stoic principles can help you set healthy boundaries so that your kindness becomes a source of strength, not depletion. We'll explore how to give without losing yourself, love without hurting, and not disappear from your own life. Let's begin. Don't set yourself on fire to warm others. Excessive kindness can become a trap that Marcus Aurelius, the wise Stoic philosopher, would caution against. Imagine being someone who is always quick to help others, never saying no. It's as if you're giving pieces of yourself until there's nothing left. You become the one always there for others, but when you look back at your own needs, they've been neglected. It's not just about being kind, it's also about being kind to yourself. Marcus would remind us that our first duty is to care for our own well-being. Without it, we cannot genuinely be there for others. Consider the story of two neighboring gardeners, one who carefully tended to his own garden and another who, despite having his own plot, often looked after the gardens of others. The diligent gardener understood the importance of self-care with the right balance of attention and resources, which led to a vibrant and flourishing space. His land was not only a source of personal joy, but also produced an abundance to share with neighbors. In contrast, the gardener, who overextended himself, spent so much time and effort on others' gardens that his own was neglected. Without proper care, his garden withered, and his harvest was meager. In his eagerness to be helpful, he lost sight of his own needs, leaving his garden, and metaphorically himself, depleted. Think twice before rushing to help others. Ask yourself, is this support sustainable? Am I maintaining my own well-being? Ancient Stoics would encourage us to practice Stoicism by setting healthy boundaries, ensuring that in our quest to be kind, we don't forget to be kind to ourselves. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. Stoicism is about preserving inner peace and integrity while contributing positively to the world. It provides a balanced and fulfilling life for yourself and those you wish to help. Generosity enriches our lives and those around us. However, without moderation, it can become a subtle trap. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that still resonates with its wisdom in our modern hustle, teaches a critical lesson about the limits of kindness. Offering help with an open heart is noble, but expecting the same generosity in return can lead us down a path of disappointment. Life has a way of showing us that good deeds done today may be forgotten tomorrow. This doesn't reflect on our worth or the value of our actions. It's simply the natural course of human memory and gratitude. Consider the act of giving like planting a tree. You nurture it, hoping it will grow and perhaps someday offer shade or fruit. But nature has its own way, with storms, droughts, and the changing of seasons. Similarly, when we show kindness, we must release the expectation of direct return. Stoics, especially Epictetus, advise us to focus on our actions rather than their outcomes. Some things are within our control, while others are not. He reminds us that the joy of giving should come from the act itself, not from waiting for a reward. Embracing this mindset protects us from the sting of unmet expectations and teaches us emotional resilience, allowing us to remain kind and generous without feeling drained or exploited. This doesn't mean we should harden our hearts, but rather that we view our kindness as a reflection of our character, not as a transaction. In this way, we not only protect our peace of mind, but also cultivate a form of generosity that is pure, self-sufficient, and truly satisfying. This Stoic principle encourages us to give freely but wisely, ensuring that our kindness enriches us, regardless of the world's response. In your daily interactions, consider the principle of giving without expectation. Think of a specific scenario where you could offer kindness or support without looking for anything in return. Then consider practical steps you could take to ensure your generosity remains a source of personal fulfillment, not exhaustion. Boundaries have no limits in Stoic wisdom. Imagine ancient Rome, where from dressing to personal hygiene, everything was handled by servants. Fast forward to today, and it's clear that people still have expectations of us, often asking for favors they could easily manage themselves. Stoicism addresses this, teaching us the value of setting boundaries and embracing moderation. This ancient philosophy allows us to act with intention and preserve our emotional well-being. Stoicism isn't about refusing help, it's about finding balance and ensuring we don't lose ourselves while supporting others. Take, for example, the touching story of a mother and her grown daughter in a picturesque village. Out of love, the mother cared for her daughter so intensely that it became a barrier to her daughter's independence. This story underscores a vital lesson. Although our intentions may be pure, excessive support can unintentionally stifle growth. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, captured this wisdom in his Meditations. The task of a person is to stand firm, bearing deep insights into human connections. He noted that someone who begins a friendship for gain will end it for the same reason. This serves as a powerful reminder of the need to cultivate relationships based on genuine connections, not transactional interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value ourselves not for what we can give, but for who we are. It encourages us to embrace moderation, setting boundaries to protect our well-being while offering genuine support to others. By prioritizing our responsibilities and values, we not only preserve our authenticity, but also engage in more meaningful acts of generosity. This balanced approach to life and relationships ensures that we remain true to ourselves and our values, leading a life of virtue and fulfillment. As we navigate the demands of modern life, remember that attending to your own needs is not selfish. It's a necessary act of self-care. Stoicism teaches us a powerful lesson in inner resilience and self-control. It's about building inner strength, mastering the art of self-restraint, and drawing clear lines in the sand that define our personal space. Over time, constantly bending over backward for others can ironically lead to us being perceived as weak. Without firm boundaries, we become vulnerable, our generosity not seen as a strength, but as an opportunity to be exploited. This cycle of overextending and exploitation drains us, leaving us feeling undervalued. Saying no, confidently, signals a shift. We are no longer the go-to resource for every request or demand. This confidence radiates a new respect for oneself, inspiring respect in return. Cicero, a beacon of Stoic philosophy, encapsulated this well when he stated, "What you think of yourself matters far more than what others think of you." By setting boundaries and practicing self-discipline, we not only protect our mental and emotional well-being, but also command respect from those around us. Remember, saying no is a powerful affirmation of self-respect and a testament to the respect you demand from the world. Embrace this mantra and watch it reshape your interactions, fostering mutual respect rooted in dignity and self-worth. Yet, embodying this change is not without its challenges. Being always available comes with the harsh reality that your openness may exclude you from moments of joy, restricting you to the role of a helper, absent during leisure. This realization, while bitter, serves as a strength test for distinguishing genuine connections from occasional acquaintances. Did you know that practicing boundaries, a central Stoic principle, not only enhances our personal well-being, but also improves the quality of our relationships? This curious yet true aspect of human psychology shows us that when we respect ourselves enough to say no, we often earn respect from others in return. This paradoxical effect highlights the transformative power of self-respect and discernment. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we not only protect ourselves from depletion, but also cultivate relationships that are truly enriching and reciprocal. If you've found value so far, give a like to show your support. Now, let's discuss strategies to avoid being taken advantage of and the risks of excessive kindness. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel where we can share more insights. First strategy. Eliminate the fear of saying no. Reflect deeply on why the word no often feels so heavy, tracing its weight back to early lessons where we were taught to equate our value with constant approval. Stoic philosophy invites us to challenge and dismantle these ingrained beliefs, advocating for a life of conscious choice rather than one dictated by past assumptions. As adults, we possess the autonomy to redefine our interactions, recognizing that fears from the past are tools for analyzing our emotions, allowing us to respond to life's demands thoughtfully instead of being controlled by old habits. Setting boundaries and saying no, especially when requests compromise our well-being or sense of fairness, becomes an act not only of confronting old fears, but also a profound exercise in self-respect and autonomy. However, it's crucial to balance our self-care with empathy and emotional intelligence. Stoicism does not advocate solely for self-interest or isolation, but emphasizes the importance of contributing to our community and the lives of those around us. The philosophy encourages us to find a middle ground where we can offer help and support to others without sacrificing our own well-being. This is where emotional intelligence comes into play, enabling us to discern when and how to help so that it benefits others and remains sustainable for us. Recognizing the genuine needs of others while staying mindful of our own boundaries is a mark of true Stoic wisdom. It ensures that our acts of kindness are not only self-disciplined, but also expressions of compassion and understanding, fostering a community where mutual respect and support thrive. Second strategy. Pay attention to your feelings. Adopting Stoicism leads us toward introspection and mindfulness, guiding us to a careful examination of our thoughts and emotions, which fosters mental resilience. This ancient wisdom encourages us to become guardians of our inner peace, observing our reactions and feelings, especially in acts of generosity. It teaches us that true satisfaction in giving should feel like a lift, similar to the uplifting sensation of rising clouds. In contrast, feelings of exhaustion, irritation, or exploitation signal a need for recalibration. Although they're not obligatory, they begin to undermine our inner peace. Recognizing this discomfort is not an act of self-deception, but a powerful reminder to prioritize acts of kindness that lift our spirits rather than burden them. Third strategy. Consider yourself a priority. It's easy to become an expert in underappreciated areas, but to completely ignore your own well-being. Reflecting Stoic virtues of discipline and self-respect, take time for self-care. Stoicism ultimately nurtures the soul, teaching us the art of self-preservation as the ultimate act of kindness. Nourish your physical, emotional, and mental health, acknowledging your presence and valuing your needs. This approach requires your full dedication. Embrace yourself fully, forgive past mistakes, and view the coming year as a blank canvas. If requests encroach on your peace, offer help within your limits, emphasizing that your personal growth takes precedence. Fourth strategy. Identify those who take advantage of you. Embracing Stoic virtues like self-discipline and discernment gives us the strength to distinguish between relationships that genuinely enrich our lives and those that leave us drained. This dynamic often leads to situations where we find ourselves depleted, our energy exhausted by unending demands. Stoicism teaches us the value of inner strength, reminding us that change is a door that can only be opened from within. Believing that we can transform ourselves starts a journey of personal growth that comes from within, not from outside intervention. This philosophy does not promote indifference, but instead supports a balanced approach to relationships. It's a dance of giving and receiving, where excessive generosity can leave us empty, while stinginess isolates us. Stoicism inspires us to use our capacity for kindness and generosity, but also to wield the sword of discernment, cutting ties when necessary for our well-being. It's about finding balance, ensuring that our acts of kindness don't come at the expense of our own life force. Remember, the strongest relationships are those where both parties grow, not those where one withers so that the other can thrive. Stoicism calls on us to find this balance, urging us to carefully evaluate our actions and their impacts. It emphasizes the importance of maintaining equilibrium, urging us not to drain our resources at the cost of our core purpose, to live a fulfilling life. Conversely, it warns against excessive caution in our giving, encouraging us instead to use our generosity wisely. Seneca, a beacon of Stoic thought, captures this ethical code perfectly, saying, "Kindness is a treasure. It should be stored like a precious resource." His words inspire us to be prepared to act in kindness, acknowledging the profound connection that unites all humanity. Thank you for watching this video. I hope these insights are valuable to you. Consider sharing it with those who may benefit from watching, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Wisdom should be shared to flourish. Comment, "I am Stoic," and I'll know you watched till the end. Now, choose your Stoic path, right or left, and enjoy 2 more Stoic videos that you'll find enlightening. Until next time.